with special guest Kyle Briley and musical guest Chris Dryfoos. And now your host, Matt Regal.
That's much appreciated. The bar's already far too high. Welcome everyone to the season 5 premiere of ToKnights The Night. As they said in the intro, I'm your new host, Matt Regal.
All right.
Yes. Thank you. You know what? I should just leave because I don't know if it's going to get any better than that. 2 applause breaks from just saying my name. Yeah, but we have more to do. Anybody follow the news at all? Bill Gates was in the news. Anyone see it? No? That's great because we're going to talk about it right now and you're going to find out. Bill Gates thinks an infectious disease could kill 30 million people in the next decade. And if there's one guy who knows a thing or two about viruses, it's the one who started Microsoft. Good. A lot of Apple fans that went over nicely. In a recent interview, Jodie Sweetin, who's from the show Fuller House, admitted that she's never watched an entire episode of her own show. Yeah, neither have I, said everyone. No one has seen that show, so she's in good company. Apple, like I said, a lot of Apple fans, so get ready, here it comes. Apple's new iPhone X will be equipped with facial recognition technology instead of the former fingerprint security system. So, good news for all the evil twins out there. You can start wreaking havoc. You see, because they have the same faces for facial recognition technology. It's not a joke, it's just true, and we were just talking about it. Scientists have developed a way to make alcohol out of thin air. Yeah, a lot of ooze. Yeah. This marks the first time that a scientist is going to be the coolest guy at a party. Just standing around, talking to chicks, like, hey, you know where this drink came from? Nowhere. He's got his hat. I meant to say jacket. All right. Speaking of adult beverages, though, while we got you hooked, we're going to stay on the topic. Taco Bell is thinking about introducing 300 new locations that will serve alcohol to its customers. Apparently, it was the cheapest way to make the food taste good. A dog that went missing in Florida last year has been found safe and sound in New York. We have a She's laughing. That was the least funny setup of them all, and someone's laughing. It's fine. He's okay, so it can be funny, but we have a picture of him. We can kind of see why he was hard to find. Take a look. It should come up somewhere. Maybe not. People at home are probably seeing it. I'll explain it to the studio audience. What happened was there was a dog with Groucho Marx glasses. Now, I previously had to explain what Groucho Marx glasses are. They're the ones with the nose and the eyebrows that you wear. You know what I mean? I'm talking about. Do you know who Groucho Marx is? No? Okay. You're in college. You shouldn't know who Groucho Marx is. He was a vaudeville comedian from the 30s. All right. That went well. 7-Up laced with meth has reportedly been found in Baja, California, Mexico. Health officials are calling it the Baja Blast. And for those keeping score at home, that is 2 Taco Bell jokes in the first monologue of the season. A high school teacher in Detroit is accused of stealing $30,000 from her students and spending it on penny slots. Which begs the question, what type of high schoolers carry around 30 grand? Yes, I don't know what that woman was thinking, but I know if I was the one who stole 30 G's from some high school kids, I would have done it differently. So let's explore this idea in a new segment that we're calling How I Would Have Done It. All right, so basically, here's the gist. This is what I would have done. She took the $30,000 and played penny slots. That is mistake number 1. That's going to take a long time to see any sort of increase in your revenue, right? You take the $30,000, you make one big bet, just all in on something. The reason being, if you win, you wind up with way more than 30 grand. Great day. But if you lose 30 grand, but remember, you stole the 30 grand. So you're out 30 grand, but you stole it, so really, you're back to zero, you're even. And when the kid you stole it from comes along and says, hey, Teach, where's my money? You're just like, I don't have it, which is true. and you're off scot-free. And that's how I would have done it. That's how I would have stolen $30,000 from children. All right, 4 men were rescued on England's Scafell Peak after they smoked marijuana and became stranded. Fun fact, Scafell Peak is actually the highest mountain in England, and on that day, it lived up to its name. At a telethon for victims of Hurricane Harvey, Barbra Streisand only allowed photographers to take pictures of her good side. This explains why there are no pictures of her at the telethon. Photographers, is that the good side? You know, we're just going to put the cameras down. We're not even going to try. It's too hard. Walmart. You guys familiar with Walmart? You may not know Groucho Marx, but I assume everyone here is familiar with Walmart.
Yep.
Big store.
Yeah.
Okay, we're speaking of the same Walmart. Wonderful. Walmart is currently testing out a new service that has their employees deliver your groceries into your home while you're not there. That's right. They said if you come home and your TV is missing, you get 10% off your next purchase. So it really works out in the end. All right, we have more show, believe it or not. We're not done yet. Some of you may wish that we were, but we're not. Stick around. When we come back, we'll be talking to the host of UCF's Hitting the Field, Kyle Briley. So don't go anywhere.
Multiple devices at your fingertips. Wouldn't it be great if you could run the software you need on all of them? Well,
You're going to
now
have
you
to be here
can.
every show to do this.
UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC, Mac, tablet, or smartphone. For more information or to give your input on UCF Apps, go to apps.ucf.edu. What are you waiting for? Start using UCF Apps today.
Do you like sports? Do you like reading about sports? Then we got a sports blog just for you. Stay on my peripherals. That's not fun. Hitting the field.
The first student-run sports blog.
For sports fans.
By sports fans.
See, it's all about the product shot.
Where do you want me to stand?
Don't talk though. I want them to see the whole.
Hitting the field. We cover football. We cover basketball. And so much more. He's out.
By sports reporters. And Meech.
What up? Watch the show and read the sports blog. Hitting
Ah, field.
Today, when you have multiple devices at your fingertips, wouldn't it be great if you could run the software you need on all of them? Well, now you can. UCF Apps is a new and innovative way for you to access the applications that you need to get your coursework done from any PC, Mac, tablet, or smartphone. For more information or to give your input on UCF Apps, go to apps.ucf.edu. What are you waiting for? Start using UCF Apps today.
Welcome back. Please welcome the host of Hitting the Field. He's sitting right next to me. It's another show from the Nicholson School of Communication. Please welcome the lovely and talented Kyle Briley.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out, lovely and talented Kyle Briley. Oh, absolutely, my friend. So, I know what the program is, but for the uninitiated, what is Hitting the Field?
Well, it is your basic sports debate show, but we have a lot of fun with it. It's like a 1v1 kind of format, 3 rounds, and then the winner of the last round, known as the joust.
I love the name.
Another night pun.
Yes.
As many as you can get into the show. The winner of the joust gets a night vision on Twitter. So then, we're trying to go all across all platforms, get everybody.
That's nice, synergy.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
That's the best way to get the name out there for sure.
Absolutely. Yes, as many platforms, as many eyes.
That's
yes.
what it's all about.
It's just business. It turned into a business lecture. All right. So,
Next, we're doing supply and demand.
Yes, obviously, people here know that this is my first show, right?
Well,
It could
congratulations.
not be more obvious. But today was also your first show.
It was,
on
yeah.
Hitting the Field. So number one, how did it go?
I mean,
did see it.
I think it went well,
I thought so too. I watched it.
but then again, I'm really not in charge of anything. I just sit up there and look good. and that's not that hard to do.
I thought,
Debatable.
as the host, you're not in charge.
I'm in charge of topics and questions, and that's the extent. I have wonderful crew and cast and producers like Tatiana and Dimitri, my writer, and our director Mark, and everybody that's on the crew. There's a couple that are here as well, and it wouldn't run without them.
Yes, you can't do these kinds of shows without a strong crew, and clearly you guys have one. You do a great job.
Well, thank you.
Absolutely. How did you get the gig? Because you're following in some footsteps.
Yes,
Some rather large footsteps.
Yes, Jeremy Taché, I'm sure as you know, he frequented this show.
He's a friend of this program.
Yes, he was, and he is much more talented than I am in many regards, but yeah, big shoes to fill, to say the least.
Yes.
I'm enjoying the the challenge, though. That's for sure.
Yeah, you get to go in and make the show your own. It's kind of it's kind of a cool thing. I do want to talk a little bit about sports, obviously, because we have you here, captive. Doors are locked. You're not going anywhere.
I couldn't leave.
So I'm going to ask a little bit of a sports question.
Sure.
UCF, most recent coaches poll came out over the weekend for college football, was 33.
Okay.
Okay, they've got a big game this weekend against Memphis.
That's right.
What do you think it'll take for them? Obviously, beting them is a nice start for them to get into the top 25.
Well, you got to start with a win.
Yes.
It's
a good hot take.
Other than that, to get into the top 25, we're going to need a little more consistent play. Like we started against Maryland last week, but I'm not sold quite yet. But if we beat Memphis, I am all on the bandwagon.
Yeah. Do you subscribe to the idea? Because I'm a college football fan, but I wouldn't say I'm super in depth. I always put a lot of stock in like the name of the team that we as UCF just beat. Maryland.
Terrapins.
Yes.
Yes.
They're a Big Ten team.
Sure.
That's a bigger conference than the American. Do you think that ever plays into this sort of
the name
decision?
or the conference?
No, not the name. The conference.
Because I think the name plays. It's 100% of the reason why you win.
Yeah, Terrapins.
No, the conference definitely plays a big part. The American is getting stronger, and I think having UCF as a dominant force in that league would only help. But Maryland was a good test for them. I mean, other than them playing a third-string quarterback, I think it was a good test. Our run defense looked really good. I'm excited to see what we bring against Memphis.
Yeah, it's nice. It's an exciting time for UCF football.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
UCF sports in general.
That's true.
I think it's our women's volleyball team played the other night.
Oh, yeah?
They're on a hot streak, as well as our women's soccer team.
Yeah.
Yeah, so get out and support
Absolutely.
your Knights.
I want to move on to a different kind of sport. I personally love the Olympics. Does anyone else like the Olympics?
Doesn't?
Or do you hate your country too? So the Winter Olympics are coming up. They're going to be in South Korea. Will you guys be talking about the Olympics on Hitting the Field?
Sure, if you'd come on and talk with us.
I'll talk curling into the wee hours of the morning.
Sweep. I love curling.
That's all there is to it, my friend.
I love curling.
If you can clean your room, you can be an Olympic curler. All right. Well, I do have one last question, and then we have a little bit of a game that we're going to play. Do you want to? Obviously, we're in college here. Do you see hosting? Just in case, I'm breaking some illusions.
You're supposed to give me the no-brainer.
Yes. This isn't the game question, but would you see hosting being something you'd like to continue doing as a career?
I don't know. Maybe. I think it's a lot of fun. I'm not sure that I would love all the attention necessarily. I mean, not that I'm saying I'm that good, but I think being on a major network or working for major networks has its perks, but I also wouldn't mind writing jokes and hanging out and not having so much pressure as a host. But here it's a lot of fun, and it's such a group effort that I don't feel that pressure.
Yeah.
But if you get higher into your field, it only gets harder to feel. So.
Pretty much. I mean, this is easy. I just kind of show up and sit here.
Yeah.
And look like an idiot. How am I doing? Good?
Don't sell yourself
Applauding
short,
my idiocy? All right. Well, we're going to play a little bit of a game.
Let's do it.
If there's one thing sports fans love, it's trivia about sports. It would have been funny if I said, like, trivia about, like, Renaissance painters, but no, it's about sports. So I got some cards here. You're going to ask me some questions. I don't know them.
Okay,
I don't know the questions.
Yeah,
and then I have some questions for you, my friends. So.
This is definitely your handwriting, Matt. All right, sorry.
All right, so I'm going to start off. Oops. I'm going to start off asking this question.
All right.
Oh, that's right. We have a graphic for this game because we like graphics, and it's called Hitting the Facts.
I see what you did there.
See?
I see what you did there.
That took us 3 weeks to come up with. Hours of meetings. All right.
Would you like me to ask? Look first.
No, I'll start off, man.
Okay.
We'll set the tone. Let you set the tone here. It's been
All
a
right.
competition. In 1990, two Major League greats made baseball history by becoming the first father-son duo to hit back-to-back homers in a Major League Baseball game. Who were they?
Best guess, I would say the Griffeys.
He's correct. Ken Griffey Sr. and his child, Ken Griffey Jr. All right. Now I'll try my hand. Let's see what you got for me there, Kyle.
All right. In what year did LeBron James return to the Cleveland Cavaliers?
I'm going to say it was the year of our Lord 2014.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. No, it is not.
Oh,
you were right.
Thank God. I got that gratifying ding. All right. Name the winner of the Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year Award in 2000. Now, there's a little bit of a hint here. This was the first athlete to win it for a second time.
Can I phone a friend?
No, you may not.
Okay. Can I hear the question again?
Certainly. So basically, there's this magazine called Sports Illustrated, right? And they
Never
award
heard of it.
Sportsman of the Year to an athlete. And in 2000, they awarded it to this athlete. And believe it or not, it was the second time that he won this distinction. What was his name?
Tiger Woods.
He's correct. It was indeed Tiger Woods. Wow.
Wow.
Is someone
Pulled
Googling
that
over
one out
here?
of my hat, didn't I?
That was a good one. Impressive, my friend.
All right. What team did LeBron James leave in 2014?
There's a couple that are kind of like bouncing around in my head. Like, Miami Heat.
That's the one.
God. Oh
Look
my
at
God.
you, you're on a roll.
Dude. Man. Okay. Where did Hall of Famer Michael Jordan want to originally play college basketball?
Oh, thanks for specifying.
Well, he did play baseball.
Man, originally, I'm just going to have to say the Tar Heels, UNC.
No, that was not his first choice. It was the UCLA Bruins. Tough one. This is going to have to be our last question.
Oh,
so
man,
if you want to
all
go
right.
ahead. I mean, I think mathematically, I can win on this one. Yeah.
You could seal the deal here.
Yeah, okay. Lay it on me.
All right, which major basketball player left the Miami Heat in 2014?
Again, that was like a crazy time for the Heat. And I'm going with King James.
Yeah, you nailed it. Who would have thought?
I am the czar of sports.
It's too bad these last two were real tough, too.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay, maybe maybe the competition was sloped in my direction a little bit. All right, that's all the time we have, dude. Thank you so much for coming on the
It was a
show. It was a pleasure
Lot
to
of
have you
fun.
here. Thanks to Kyle. After the break, we're going to have a musical performance from Chris Dryfoos. You won't want to miss it.
Experience, the sea, art, lifestyle, travel. This is Seek to See More.
gentlemen, returning for his third performance on Tonight's the Night. Please welcome Chris Dryfoos. Let's go, Chris. Take it away.
Howdy. Think of all the lies you've been told. Think of all your love that's grown cold. Could you ever love again? Could you ever trust another friend? Lay your burdens down, cast your weapons on the ground, ride the rising wind, ride the rising wind. So much hatred and pent-up rage. The anger itself is but a cage. Let your grudges turn to peace. May your spirit's burdens be released. Lay your burdens down, cast your weapons on the ground, ride the rising wind, ride the rising wind. Lay your burdens down, cast your weapons on the ground, ride the rising wind, ride the rising wind. I always like to sing this song when everything in my life is going wrong. Even though nothing's right, we both deserve some sleep tonight. Lay your burdens down, cast your weapons on the ground, ride the rising wind, ride the rising wind, ride the rising wind.
Very nice. Dude, great job.
Thank you, thank you.
As usual, great job.
Yeah.
Your sound is fantastic. I've got to ask, like, who are your biggest influences?
Oh, my biggest influences?
Yes.
Alrighty, so there was this guy, right?
Ooh, a story.
Yeah, in Jefferson Airplane, that's one of my favorite groups. He was this really old, 75-year-old man. His name was Paul Kantner. And I met him walking into a show one time, and his handshake was real firm, and he played a big 12-string like this, right? And I was just like, Paul, what's going on? And he's like, hey. He had this really, really deep voice because he smoked too many cigarettes. And then 3 months after that, he had a heart attack and he died.
Oh.
And I was one of the last people to see him alive. So I pay tribute to Paul, and I play a lot of Jefferson Airplane songs.
Okay, the 12-string sounds awesome. I love the sound of a 12-string.
Thank you. Most people don't know the power of the 12-string.
I happen to be knowledgeable of it, and it's fantastic.
Yeah.
So you told me before the show we were talking a little bit that you have a new album record coming out.
I do. It's called Freedom Fighters. I got a lot of interesting songs. The song I just played, Ride the Rising Wind, is on that track. I got some other tunes on there as well. A wailing ballad. What else do I have on there? I got songs of freedom, songs of love, songs of death, songs of hate. A little bit of everything in between.
Sounds like it runs the emotional gamut.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, we're wrapping up the show, so I want to say to everybody that came and watched at home and came here to see the show, thank you so much for watching. Season 5 premiere of ToKnights The Night. I hope to see you next week right here at 7 o'clock. Same time, same place. Chris, do you think you have another one in you?
Oh, yeah. We're going to do a real oldie but a goodie here. This one's called I Got the Bull by the Horns on a Downhill Drag.
All right.
All righty. Here we go. Well, I love the brunettes, the blondes, and the red-haired gals, the way that it always has been. I go down the line and I love them all, but I start all over again. I start all over again. Woo! I got the bull by the horns on a downhill drag. Things are better than they ever have been. I missed a lot of loving in my life, but I'm never gonna do it again. No, I'm never gonna do it again. All right, why don't all you people out there clap a little bit here? Or not. Okay, there you go. They weren't clapping before. Well, I've been a-romping and a-stomping all over this town, trying to find all the places you've been. We missed a lot of loving on our first go-round, so we better go around again. Hey, let's go around again. Woo! I got the bull by the horns on a downhill drag. Things are better than they ever have been. I missed a lot of loving in my lifetime, but I'm never gonna do it again. No, I'm never gonna do it again. Like I said, I got the bull by the horns on a downhill drag. Things are better than they ever have been. I missed a lot of loving in my life, but I'm never gonna do it again. No, I'm never gonna do it again. Well, I ain't never seen nobody like you. Well, I ain't never, but I love you just the same. Well, I call you up, say meet me at 9. I have to hurry, but I'm there on time. I walk right up and knock on your door. The landlord says she ain't here no more.